Hey everyone, it's Katie from Create Your Future. I am a law of attraction coach, certified life coach, and meditation teacher here. And today I have a success story for you from a client and how a client was able to get her specific person to tell her that he's hooked on her, among many other things. And this happened after a period of hearing nothing. So before I dive into that story, I'm also going to be announcing this upcoming monthly workshop we have going on. And she actually mentions the workshop that she did last month at the end as being part of the reason why she got her results. So let's dive in and then stay tuned towards the end if you want to know more about that workshop. Okay, cool. So she says, as I'm writing this, I am still in shock. I got my SP, my specific person, to reach out to me again. So she was a success story a while back. I sent a success story where he reached out after months and months of no contact. While in contact with him, I went back to the old habits, and my 3D became my main reality. I would doubt myself, I would neglect my mental diet, and of course, decrease the frequency and intensity of my inner conversations. Somehow I forgot that I'm the creator. Of course, he followed the pattern, and we stopped talking for more than a month. Again, I felt tired, disappointed, and I did not know what was happening at the time. I told Katie in our last session that we had stopped talking, and while we were practicing our inner conversations, her and I, she immediately saw how I did not do the inner conversations for a while. So I want to pause the story here and talk about how normal this is, because I see it with so many clients, right? They'll get some success in the 3D. Okay, so they'll be doing their inner conversations, they're doing the mental diet, they're really focused, and then they get some 3D success, which is awesome. It's what we all want. But then this funny thing happens. The 3D pulls them back in. And I say this with so much compassion because I've fallen for it so many times too, right? We get that success, and then all of a sudden our focus is back on the 3D. All of a sudden our power is outside of us. And what I normally see is clients will come back to me and they're like, I don't know what's happening. Like, what do you think he's doing? What do you think is going on? Like, he was talking to me, no, he's not. And I'll tell you exactly what's going on. You started going outside where you have no power. All your power is from within. You forgot you created your specific person reaching out to you in the first place, right? And you started depending on the 3D to give you your answers. We need to decide on the inside. You created your specific person reaching out. Right? And I know it's really tempting to go back into old habits. I know it's really tempting for all of a sudden to lose your power, and you're waiting for the 3D, the outside 3D SP, 3D specific person to text you, to call you. And you start asking again, like, what are they thinking? Why did they reach out to me? Now they stopped. What's going on? The only thing that's going on is that you put your power outside of yourself and you have to take it back. We have to maintain our inner conversations with our inner specific person, because they're alive inside of you. The reason you got movement in the first place, if you've seen some, is because you were creating those inner conversations, right? So never forget, you created and you are creating everything that's happening out here. This 3D world is the shadow world. It's just an echo. It's a shadow of what you're doing on the inside, okay? So it's so important. If you've gone through a period of forgetting, it's okay. You get to remember with that much more determination now that you're the creator. You get to fully claim your power. And remember, I saw that movement because I created it. And I'm going to see more of movement because I'm creating it. What are they doing? They're doing whatever I think they're doing. Where are they? They're inside of me. They're not out there. They're not out there. And so, if you've gone through a period of forgetting, of putting your power out there, wondering what they're doing, just bring it right back. Come back to your inner conversation. Right, so let's go back into her story because she does just that. Okay, so with Katie's advice, I decided to go back to basics. I got the 7-day challenge to put me back on track. I did them not only once, right, but some days of the challenge I would do and repeat it over and over, right, because I wasn't fully immersed in them yet. So I really recommend this. If you haven't done my 7-day challenge, or if you are doing it, don't be afraid to repeat it over and over and over again. I personally love doing those meditations that's included in the 7-day challenge every single day. Because it's tempting. It's tempting to forget that we're the creator. It's tempting to just give into old habits and not, pre-plan our day or set our intentions towards what we want. It's tempting to, give up on our inner conversations and just focus on the ones out here. But you're a conscious creator. You can have anything you want, but you have to do it on the inside. And so a course like that is meant to keep you accountable. It's meant to really keep you in the God state full time. I want you all creating full time, okay? Because that way you can get consistent results. Okay, so she started doing that. She started doing the 7-day challenge. She would do different lessons over and over and over again, which is completely normal. I highly recommend it. Okay, she goes on to say, less than a week ago, I had a wake-up call. She asked herself, why would I stop being in the creator? Why would I just give my power to my negative thoughts and beliefs? I create anyway, so why would I just think I could stop this lifestyle? I got angry in a good way and was so determined to fix it. And I did it with these simple tricks. Okay, these are awesome. I gave everything, absolutely everything, the meaning that we are together. Law of assumption. Assume everything means that it's bringing you towards your desire. When I was getting anxious, I would instantly have an inner conversation with my inner specific person. And he would be the one to tell me that this is just the excitement, knowing that the 3D will catch up as fast to my, or the 3D will catch up fast to my 4D. And he would continue to comfort me. Okay, so yes, another one of my favorite techniques. If you're getting anxious, if doubt and confusion, indecision's coming up, which is part of the bridge, it happens to everyone. You're going into this new reality where you're going to be with your person. You're going into this new frequency of being. And so what tends to happen is we have this purification that occurs where our doubts, our confusion, our indecision start to come up. Our resentment, whatever that we've been holding within, that no longer they can't just go unnoticed anymore. Because they're not in the same frequency of this new reality where you have what you want. So they come up not to hurt you. They come up not to stop you from getting what you want. It's your turn to transmute it. You take what was once the poison and you turn it into the antidote, that's transmutation. Right? So you take these thoughts of doubt and indecision and you want to remember, okay, this thought doesn't feel good. And if a thought doesn't feel good, that's your emotional body letting you know, hey, this thought is not on par with your new reality. It's not in alignment. Your body's even letting you know, like, hey, this thought, we just need to change the temperature of this thought. Because this thought of like, do I really want it? Is it really working? Right? Is this a waste of time? Am I crazy? What are they doing? None of those thoughts feel good because who you really are, God of your reality knows that it's working. It's always working. Right? It's already done. It's a promise. And any thought that doesn't belong in this new reality where you two are together, you two are in love, you two are happy, right? It's going to feel awful. But the good news is it's coming up. It can't lie dormant anymore. And we get to transmute it. And so a great way to transmute it is to notice the thoughts. And this is where I will have clients write down what the thoughts are. And have your inner specific person, the energy of your specific person, talk to you via inner conversations and tell you like, hey, babe, it's always working. This is totally happening. I do love you. You are the only one for me. Don't give up. And to the best of your ability, you want to reply. You want to change your own self-concept by replying. Like, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me that this is just the bridge. Thank you for helping me get through these stages of indecision and doubt. Thank you for not letting me believe the thoughts of doubt and indecision. So if a thought doesn't feel good, don't believe it. Just change it. Don't believe it, just change it, okay? So that's what she was doing. When anxious thoughts came up, she had her inner specific person comfort her, remind her, assume, right? This is just happening because you're getting closer. You're just getting excited. It's a great technique, okay? And then last but not least, so back to our story, last but not least, I completely ignored the 3D when it came to him. No checking, no social media, nothing. Okay, this is so powerful. Do not check, because when you really know that you create from the inside and it gets pushed up, then you know that if whatever you're doing on the inside is aligned with what you want, if you're having your inner conversations, if you're meditating and going into the end, you can believe that that's your future. What you're doing on the inside right now, that is your future. You don't need to check out here. This is just going to show you the 3D. When you check on the outside, it's just going to show you old dominant thoughts and inner conversations. If you need that feedback, sure. but I want you to learn to believe on the inside. Believe in what you're doing. Believe in what you're creating. Know your own power as God of your reality. It is so powerful when you realize that what I'm doing on the inside is what's real. So a little technique I use for that is when I'm really doubting something, I'm not seeing movement yet, maybe it's been a few days, I'll hear my inner specific person just remind me, hey, what we're talking about right now on the inside, that's what's real. That is what's real. You don't need to worry about the outside. It's conforming perfectly. Right? Everything's working out for you. But this is really me. This is really me. I love hearing that from my inner specific person. This is really me. This new version of me, this is the real me. Don't give up. We can do this. So really encouraging, really affirmative. And it reminds me of the laws, right? And then you can even go back or just remind yourself, like everything I've done on the inside, that's always getting pushed out. Even if it's just the proof of all my negative thoughts have gotten pushed out, right? All my negative conversations have gotten pushed out. It's still proof the inside's creating the outside, right? But now we're just doing it consciously. So it's positive. It's what we want. Okay. So again, you can really just take the time through inner conversation to believe on the inside that what you're doing is real. That's what's going to get pushed out. All right. So that's what the client did. She got really focused on assuming that everything was aligning for her. Everything meant they were getting back together. She had her inner conversations consistently with her inner specific person, where her inner specific person was comforting her, right? And walking her through transmuting those negative thoughts. We know they're going to come. It's not a big deal, but be willing to sit through them and change them, right? They're helping you, right? They're helping you go into the new version of yourself that has everything you want. They want to be clear. They don't want to stay in you, right? They're on your side because everything's on your side. And then she ignored a 3D. No more checking, no more social media, nothing of that. She went totally on the inside. And it's really powerful when you do that. And then this is what happened. So as she says, now to the reach out story. So I was having fun with friends, as it usually happens. And he reached out to me on a game platform. I need to say he has not logged in for around a year. I was in shock. Never ever in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that this is how he's going to reach out. Even had to renew his subscription, pay for it, because to quote, so he said this to her, I thought it would be the funniest story to tell in the future. We are back where it all started. So he's got future plans for her. So good. All right. So she goes on to say, just a hint on how magical the universe is. His mom bought some baby shark stickers and he immediately thought of me and just had to reach out to me. Baby shark stickers? He said things like this to me. I don't want to go on any dates because I am hooked on you. So he said this at least 10 times and still counting. He apologized repeatedly for what he did. He described how he feels that there is something magical that connects us. And he has no idea what it is, but cannot get over me. And all paths lead back to me. And then she says, we all know what it is though. So I know it can get hard to believe, to trust fully. So I will put this in perspective. My SP, specific person, lives in a different country, over 2,000 kilometers away. There's a 7-year age gap. I am older. We have no real life friends in common, and we've never met in the 3D. It should be impossible for all this to happen, but in reality, we are the ones that decide it is possible. Thank you, Katie, for showing me how to embrace my power and for being there when things got complicated and hard. Can't wait for the next session so I can give you more details. P.S. This happened 1 week after your monthly workshop. Hint, hint, she says. Okay, so yes, after persisting, refocusing, going back to her inner conversations, assuming everything was working out, he reached out and started saying verbatim her inner conversations with him. This does work, it really does, and it's so magical. It feels so mystical sometimes, the way your subconscious will connect the dots for you. We'll bring it together. So that's why we do. We want to just assume, right? It's happening because it is. In ways that are above our own ways. In ways that the conscious mind can't figure out. But it is happening nonetheless. So it's okay to look forward to it. It's okay to just know it's done. It's okay to know that it's a promise. So I intend that is inspiring towards you. I intend that gets you back on track if you got off. No worries, it happens. And it's all part of the track anyway. I intend that not only does that give you more and more faith towards this process and in yourself, But I really intend that you just focus on the inner power that you hold. That's where your power is. Your inner specific person is with you right now. You can have endless conversations with them right now. Allow yourself to go there. Hear what you want to hear from them. Reply to them. Right? Allow yourself to go into the frequency, into the reality within of that magical world where you tour together, where you need each other, where you love each other, where you adore each other. And if you need more help with that, this upcoming monthly workshop is going to be all about that. So the upcoming monthly workshop that I'm going to be doing live next week, if you're watching this, pretty soon to when it's released, is all going to be about how to get your specific person to need you in a healthy, loving way, to prioritize you and adore you. And if you haven't been to a live workshop yet, or done one of the pre-recorded ones, the way it works is there's a group of us, right? And I'm going to lead you through the major blocks that keep us from getting that adoration, getting prioritized, or having someone need us in a loving way. We're going to transcend those blocks, transmute them. And then we go into different inner conversations that you're going to leave with so you can get it pushed out. And at the end, there's always some room for questions if you come to the live one. So if that speaks to you, I hope you come join. Check out the link below for more. Of course, if you want more one-on-one help, I'm open for one-on-one sessions. Check out the links below. I also recommend, if you want more help with inner conversations, check out my inner conversation course, which you can see on the website below, and the 7-day challenge that she mentioned that is also available, among many others. So check out those resources if you just want some more help in connecting with your inner specific person so you can get the outer one as well. Okay, thank you all for watching. I intend this was helpful, inspiring. I intend you all just have so many loving inner conversations with your SB can't stop telling you how much they are hooked on you and love you and adore you, because that's the true them. So let it come through. All right, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.